Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss the most important current affairs topics from the last week. That is the week starting from 26th of January till this last Saturday. Nearly 10 topics we are going to discuss in this particular video, which are relevant or which are most important from the exam point of view, right? Another important announcement, we at Universal Group of Institution, what do? We train students for civil services, for UPSC civil service exam, meaning exams of IAS, IPS, along with their graduation. So we offer them degrees of BA, BCom, PSC, and along with these degrees, we train them for civil service exam. Right? If you are interested in such a course, if you are interested in getting into this preparation at early stage, right, you can join Universal Group of Institution. You can come and visit to our website, and if you take admission using a code which is DIV003, you might get or you will get a discount of 10,000 rupees. You will get a discount of 10,000 rupees for admission. Yes. So what you can do is you can visit to our website Universal Group of Institutions Bangalore, and you can use this code to take admission. You'll get a instant discount of 10,000 rupees. So the first topic which we are going to take is open market operation. Right? Open market operation. You all must have read that RBI, it has decided to infuse 1.5 trillion, 1.5 trillion rupees, that is 1.5 lakh crores of rupees into India's economy. Right now, India's economy, it is facing shortage of liquidity, because of which there is less growth rate than expected. Right? So in this particular topic, we are going to understand what is OMO. Right? OMO, it is a tool. It is a tool or quantitative tool which RBI has in order to change the liquidity or alter the liquidity in the economy. Right? So the 1.5 trillion rupees which RBI is going to infuse into the economy, a large chunk of it will be infused using OMO. Right? So what RBI does under OMO is RBI either sells government securities or buys government security in order to alter the money available into the economy. So we'll be seeing three statements about OMO now, and we'll see how many of them are correct. Statement 1 says OMO, it is a tool used by central bank to regulate liquidity in the economy. So this statement is correct, right? So either RBI will be selling the government bond or they will be buying the government bond. In turn, liquidity into the economy will also change, right? Statement 2 says the main objective of OMO is to maintain price stability and control inflation. This statement is also correct. As you all must be knowing, inflation is directly related to money supply or money available into the economy. If there is more money available into the economy, there will be higher inflation. If there is less money available with people, there will be less inflation. Statement 2 is also correct. Statement 3 says the purchase of government security by central bank leads to a contraction in money supply. You see, if RBI will be purchasing government security, right? Purchase. Then RBI will be infusing money into the economy. So RBI will be doing is RBI will buy the government security. In turn, RBI will give money to the people or holders of the government security, right? Supply of money will increase. It will not contract into the economy. And hence statement 3 is incorrect. Answer would be option A. Option A, statement 1 and 2. Right? Then moving forward to the next question. Question 2 is about Greenland. It is about Greenland. This topic or this place, Greenland, was in very much in news. Reason being, Donald Trump, president of USA, he has repeatedly said that USA is willing to buy Greenland. Right? Greenland right now, it is a territory under the occupation or under the control of Denmark. But it has a lot of autonomy. Right? So we'll be seeing three statements about Greenland and see how many of them are correct. Statement 1 says Greenland, it is located between Arctic and Atlantic Ocean, making it geopolitically significant. Right? So we'll be seeing first where is Greenland located. So you see this island or this country, it is Greenland. It is under the control of Denmark. Now, if you see the location of it, here is Arctic, and this anyhow is Atlantic Ocean. So statement 1 is correct. It is in between Arctic and Atlantic Ocean. Right. Statement 2 says that United States has a military base in Greenland at Thule Air Base. This statement is also correct. You see, in 1949, when NATO was created, Denmark, it was also founding member of NATO. In 1951, Denmark allowed USA to have a military air base in Greenland. It is in the northwestern part of Greenland. They have one air base. It is called as Thule Air Base. So statement 2 is also correct. Statement 3 says Greenland's vast natural resources, including rare earth minerals, have attracted global interest. This statement is again correct. Why USA is very much interested in buying Greenland? Because Greenland, it has vast amount of rare earth minerals over which right now China is kind of have monopoly, right? It will give USA a strategic or geostrategic push or a leverage over other countries if they have control over Greenland. So all these three statements, 1, 2, 3, they all are correct. Moving forward to the next question, it is about annual status of education report, ASER report. So you see, in all newspapers you might have read about that when this ASER report of 2024, it has showed improvement in learning outcomes in school education, right? So for example, I've taken this screenshot. So we'll be seeing about three statements about this particular report, which tells you about the quality of education in India. So we'll be seeing, which all statements are correct and incorrect. Statement 1 says ASER, it is conducted, this report, it is, or this survey, it is conducted by Ministry of Education, Government of India. So you should be knowing it is not done by Government of India. It is done by an NGO named as Pratham NGO. NGO Pratham. This NGO, it conducts the survey, and ASER report, it is conducted by, or this survey is conducted by Pratham NGO. So statement 1 itself is incorrect, which will directly take you to the answer, option B. But let's see what does statement 2 and 3 says. Statement 2 says it is one of the largest citizen-led household survey in India. That is anyhow correct. And statement 3 says it primarily focuses on assessing learning outcomes of children in rural India. That is also correct. That under ASER survey, what does this Pratham NGO does is it tries to find out the learning outcomes. Meaning, for example, how many students of standard 3 are able to read a text from standard 2 books? How many students of standard 3 are able to solve a basic sum of mathematics of standard 2 level, right? So learning outcomes, this report, it tries to find out. So focus is on assessing learning outcomes. This statement is correct. If you have to discuss the finding of this report says that 2024 report says that there is sharp increase in the learning outcome of school children, especially in government schools, right? This report, it gives credit to new education policy of 2020 for sharp increase in learning outcomes. You see, when in 2020 lockdown was imposed because of COVID, it led to the learning outcomes of schools, they came down sharply. Learning losses were immense due to COVID lockdown, because students, they could not go to schools itself, right? And now this report says that learning outcomes have improved a lot. The credit they have given it is to NEP, New Education Policy of 2020. So answer is B. Moving forward to the next question, it is about non-alignment movement. You see, the president of Indonesia, he was in India on our Republic Day. He was chief guest of India's Republic Day on 26 January, right? In this context, we'll be seeing about India-Indonesia relations. Statement 1 says Bali, which is an Indonesian province, it has a significant Hindu cultural heritage. This statement is absolutely correct. In Bali, there are more than 2,000 Hindu temples. right? So Bali, even though Indonesia, it is a country of highest Muslim population. So most number of Muslim population lives in Indonesia, but even then in Bali, there are more than 2,000 Hindu temples. So statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 says the Bandung Conference of 1955, right, held in Indonesia, laid the foundation for NAM, non-alignment movement. So this statement, it is also correct. If you are a student of UPSC, you must be knowing that in 1955, a very famous Bandung Conference was conducted by Indonesia. It was held in Bali. In this conference, many leaders from Africa as well as Asia, they participated. Objective was, this conference was basically against colonization, meaning all the colonial powers, they should leave these countries, or the colonies. And second thing was that the time Cold War was also going on, right? Many of these countries, they wanted to remain neutral in this Cold War. They did not want to either to ally the first bloc led by USA or the second bloc led by USSR. This conference led to the birth of NAM, non-alignment movement, in 1955. Our first prime minister, that is Pandit Nehru, he also participated in Bandung conference. Statement 3 says palm oil is one of the major import from Indonesia to India. This statement is again correct. We import palm oil in large quantity from Indonesia. So all these three statements are correct. Answer would be option D. Moving forward to the next question, it is about International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor. So last week you all might have read about that in China, one of the fusion reactor, what it has achieved is it was able to keep matter into plasma state for more than 17 minutes. For more than 17 minutes. It was a very great achievement in the direction of, I mean, achieving nuclear fusion at Earth, right? Nuclear fusion reaction, which we see even at Sun also, right? Meaning two small nucleus merging and making a bigger nucleus, right? To conduct this kind of fusion reaction, we need very high temperature, right? And hence, right now we don't have technology to do nuclear fusion at Earth, right? In this context, we have one international thermonuclear experimental reactor. It is a multi-country, I mean, project where many countries, they have participated. They have pooled resources, they have pooled talent to achieve or to create a experimental reactor, right? This reactor, it is located in France, and it is very popular experiment which is going on since, 2006 or so. So statement 1 says ITER, it is a collaborative international nuclear fusion research project. So that statement is correct. It is a collaborative. Many countries, they have collaborated for this fusion reactor project. In fact, India also is part of it. India is also part of it. Statement 2 says it aims to demonstrate feasibility using hydrogen fusion as a large scale energy resource. So that is also correct. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to fuse two hydrogen atoms. And third is India is a full partner in ITER project. That statement is also correct. Answer would be D. Answer would be D. वैसे to be precise, this reactor they are trying to fuse two isotopes of hydrogen, that is deuterium and tritium, right? So in that sense, technically, more than fusion of hydrogen, they are trying to fuse two isotopes of hydrogen, right? Then coming to next question, it is about IRNSS, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. So you all must be knowing that ISRO has recently launched its 100th satellite. 100th satellite. The 100th satellite of ISRO, which they have launched using GSLV, Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. Right now, this 100th satellite, what it has done is it has replaced. This satellite was aimed to replace one of the satellite of IRNSS, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, right? And hence, the topic IRNSS, it is in news. So you see, first statement about IRNSS, it says it is an independent satellite navigation system developed by India. That is again a correct statement. India, it has developed its own satellite navigation system. It's named as IRNSS. It is independently developed by India only. Otherwise, prior to it, we were dependent on USA for its GPS, Global Positioning System. Statement 2 says it provides coverage over the entire globe. You see, this statement, it is incorrect because this system, it is regional in nature, meaning from India's boundary 1500 kilometer to both the sides, we can get the navigation facilities, not around the globe, right? Only up to 1500 kilometer from the boundary of India. So statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 3 says IRNS consists of constellation of 7 satellites. This statement is correct. Under IRNSS, ISRO has launched 7 satellites over India, right? So out of those 7, one satellite was to be replaced by the 100th satellite sent by ISRO. Unfortunately, this satellite could not reach to the desired orbit, and hence it is kind of a failed mission or failed launch. But still, the 100th satellite launch, it was very important or significant mark for ISRO. So statement 1 is correct, 2 is incorrect, 3 is correct, meaning answer would be option C. Moving forward to the next question. Question number 7, it is about India-China diplomatic relations. Again, you all might have read in newspaper that Foreign Secretary of India, that is Vikram Misri, he has visited to China. He has visited to China. Prior to him, few days back only, our NSA, Ajit Doval, he also visited to China. We are seeing this thaw in the relationship between India and China. After the clashes in Galwan in 2020, right, relationship between China and India deteriorated a lot. We are seeing slight improvement in the relations. In that context, in the context of visit of India's foreign secretary to China, we'll be seeing 3 statements about India-China relations. Statement 1 says the Panchsheel Agreement of 1954 laid the foundation of peaceful coexistence between India and China. So you see, in 1950, China, it annexed Tibet. It annexed Tibet, which was earlier an autonomous region, right? And in 1954, India signed an agreement with China. In that agreement, first of all, India recognized Tibet as part of China. Secondly, India signed a agreement where Panchsheel doctrine, which was it came out of the document. And the foundation of Panchsheel doctrine is that India and China, they will be having 5 key principles in their relationship. They'll be following these 5 principles. One of them, the foundational principle, is peaceful coexistence of India and China. So that statement 1 is correct. It was signed in 1954, and Panchsheel doctrine, it is very famous. It is in context of India and China relations. And in 1954 agreement only, India recognized Tibet. Statement 2 says India recognizes one China policy. Now, what does one China policy means? One China policy means that this in China, this island, can you see this? This island, it is called as Taiwan. Taiwan. China says that Taiwan is integral part of China, right? It is an integral part of China. The countries who accept or who believe in Taiwan to be part of China, those countries, they have recognized one China policy. India is also one such country which recognizes Taiwan as part of China, and hence this statement is true that one China policy, India also believes in considering Taiwan as part of China. Next, the third statement 3 says China has officially recognized Arunachal Pradesh as part of India. This statement, it is not correct. You see, this province of India, it is called as Arunachal Pradesh. China says Arunachal Pradesh, it is part of Tibet only. Arunachal Pradesh, it is part of Tibet only, and it does not belong to India. They consider Arunachal Pradesh as a disputed territory. Yes. So statement 3 is incorrect. Statement 3 is incorrect. Answer would be option A. Moving forward to the next question, it is about model code of conduct. You see, Delhi, it is about to have elections on 5th of February, and hence MCC, it is in force in Delhi. Lot many complaints have been filed by one political party against another to Election Commission of India. All those complaints are regarding violation of MCC. So we'll be seeing what MCC is, and in the form of question and answer. Statement 1 says MCC, it is a legally enforceable. It is legally enforceable and has the status of a law. Please try to understand this code of conduct, model code of conduct. It is not a law passed by any legislature in India. So Parliament, it has not passed a law regarding MCC. It is an understanding which has been developed between Election Commission of India and all political parties together, that during election times all political parties and their leaders are going to follow certain code of conduct. Those code of conduct, those rules and regulations are mentioned in an MCC. Please try to understand, in case of violation of MCC, nobody has a right to approach courts because it is not a law. It is not a law. Statement 2 says the Election Commission of India enforces the MCC to ensure free and fair election. So this statement is correct because it is enforced by Election Commission of India, not by judiciary. It is not a law. Statement 3 says the MCC comes into effect from the date of announcement of election scheduled by the ECI. That is again true, that when does MCC comes into force? As soon as Election Commission of India announces the date of election in any state or for Lok Sabha, from that time itself till the time of completion of elections, MCC remains into force. During that time, political parties and their leaders, they have to adhere to some code of conduct. So statement 3 is also correct. Answer would be 2 and 3B. Coming to the next question, it is about DeepSeek. DeepSeek. So again, DeepSeek, it has revolutionized the AI, the artificial intelligence system which we have. So it was very much in news last week. We'll be seeing again 3 statements about DeepSeek. We'll be trying to find out how many of them are correct. Statement 2 says development of advanced AI models at significantly lower cost compared to major competitors. So that is the biggest achievement of DeepSeek. DeepSeek has been able to develop a large language model, at much cheaper price than other competitors like ChatGPT or Google's Bard or Meta's LLM, right? So Google's Gemini, Google's Bard, or ChatGPT, OpenAI's ChatGPT, all of them, in compared to all of them, the LLM which has been developed by DeepSeek, it is much cheaper. In fact, it is a project within $10 million. They have developed it within $10 million. Statement 2 says utilization of open resource collaboration to enhance their models. This statement is also true. So DeepSeek, they have utilized open source collaboration. So they using those sources, they have made this AI tool, this LLM, right? And its third statement says it exclusively relies on high-end US chips for training their models. This statement is incorrect because they have not used high-end or high-priced US chips. That's why they have been able to develop this LLM at a very low price. Otherwise, all other LLMs, they have used NVIDIA's GPUs, graphic processing units, right? These are very expensive. And because of which the LLMs developed by those companies is much more expensive than DeepSeek's. So statement 3 is incorrect. Answer would be option A. And coming to the last question, it is about Padma Awards. Padma Awards, so recently on Republic Day, Government of India, it has announced the list of Padma awardees in India. So we'll be seeing 3 statements about Padma Awards and see how many of them are correct. Statement 1 says Padma awards are given only to Indian citizens. This statement is incorrect. Padma awards, it can be given by Government of India even to foreigners as well. We have so many examples where foreigners have been given Padma awards. Even Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian order, this can also be given to foreigners. For example, Nelson Mandela was given Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. He has also been given a Bharat Ratna award. Statement 2 says Padma Vibhushan is the highest civilian award in India. This statement is also incorrect. Just now we have discussed that the highest civilian award in India is Bharat Ratna, not the Padma Vibhushan. But among Padma awards, Padma Vibhushan is highest, then Padma Bhushan, then Padma Shri. So statement 2 is also incorrect. Statement 3 says the award are announced on Republic Day every year. This statement is correct. Every year Government of India announces Padma awardees on Republic Day. Yes, so statement 3 only is correct. So we have discussed 10 topics which were very much in news, which were important from the point of view of exam for all competitive exams, not just UPSC, any state PSC as well. And I hope, I mean, these topics are clear to you watching these videos. Another important announcement, we at Universal Group of Institution, what do? We train students for civil services, for UPSC civil service exam, meaning exams of IAS, IPS, along with their graduation. So we offer them degrees of BA, BCom, PSC, and along with these degrees, we train them for civil service exam. Right? If you are interested in such a course, if you are interested in getting into this preparation at early stage, right, you can join Universal Group of Institution. You can come and visit to our website, and if you take admission using a code which is DIV003, you might get, or you will get a discount of 10,000 rupees. You will get a discount of 10,000 rupees for admission. Yes, so what you can do is you can visit to our website Universal Group of Institutions Bangalore, and you can use this code to take admission. You'll get a instant discount of 10,000 rupees. So I hope this particular video has helped you in preparing current affairs of the week. Thank you so much.